Go ahead.
It wouldn't just by, at this point, right now, just raising it to the 10th, just make it x plus 4 equals 3x plus 5?
We'll do that in a minute. We're going to
Okay.
use the properties of logs first.
Okay.
Okay, so I can rearrange this equation, okay? That's what I was going to do before I did the wrong thing. Really ignorant. But this allows me to illustrate two things, actually.
That makes sense.
Okay, we get this, right? I mean, I just subtract 4 from both sides. I subtract log of 3x plus 5 from both sides. So I'm going to put a few dots in here, but you can figure this out. I put all logs on one side. So if you don't see what I did, figure it out later. We're not going to take time, because you will see it if you just sit there and start with this and think about it. Let's get the logs on one side and the numbers on the other. Okay?
Some people might not.
Now, the problem is, we don't have a rule for log of A minus log B, do we?
No.
We don't have any. There is one. Your book probably gives it to you, and you can use it if you like. But we don't need that rule, so I'm not going to write it down, because there's something you need to understand, and this reinforces it. But again, if you want to use that rule, it's okay. This actually explains that rule. You'll agree that this is the log of x plus negative 1 times the log of 3x plus 5, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, what strikes your fancy about negative 1 times the log of 3x plus 5?
You just took the -1 off the negative log.
Yeah, well, you're going to do this, right? You got a negative 1 times the log of something?
Yeah.
That means it's a log of that thing to the negative 1 power, right?
Log of blah, blah, blah.
So you have log of x plus the log of 3x plus 5 to the negative 1.
Not well.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, you'll agree that log of 3x plus 5 to the negative 1 has to be negative 1 times the log of 3x plus 5, because that's exactly what this rule says, right? But here, we're applying the rule backwards. And of course, that says that the log of x, what is 3x plus 5 raised to the negative 1?
Right. Negative log 3x plus 5.
No, this, what's x to the negative 1? What's that mean?
1 over x.
Yeah, it means 1 over x. So what's 3x plus 5 raised to the negative 1?
1 over log
1 over 3x.
3x plus 5.
We're not applying the log, we're just doing 3x plus 5 to the negative 1.
Oh, so that's 1 over 3x plus 5.
We still got the log, but the 3x plus 5 to the negative 1 is 1 over 3x plus 5. Right?
It's all uphill from here.
That's going to look a little weird. Think it through. But that's what a negative 1 power does. Okay? Now, once you have this, what's the log of x plus the log of 1 over 3x plus 5? What are you going to do with that?